All right, let's do this, folks. Let me go over here and catch this. I don't plan on being here real long tonight, but I always say that, right? So, welcome to the live stream, folks. Welcome to the Big Sib channel, and love to see all you guys back. Come on, come on now, come on. It's gotta go. It's gotta go live sometime. Let's see. Oh man, it's taking forever. Way behind tonight. Anybody? Microphone check 1 2. Anybody got me? Mm-hmm. Goodness. Ha ha. Goodness gracious. Wow. This is way behind. Well, thank you, Alexander. It's way behind. Let me refresh this over here. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. Hey guys, let's give a shout out to everybody. Ryan Popejoy, Scott Level Ram, Maura Wickham, Low Boy, Mad Mama, Florida Blues, Hazel Brown, Ernie Hancock. Hey guys, Omnicolor Symbology. I haven't lost power where I'm at, but Lacey. Hey, Lacey, how you doing? Jesse Henley, Dave Flowers, Nicole B, The Nameless. Hey, Justin, how you doing, brother? That's my nephew right there, guys. Asylum 200, artist known as Lisa, Walter Thibodeau, Yellow Hammer. Nice to see you guys. Not a Blonde. Love you guys, Jared Knapp. Elizabeth McBride. Yeah, I hope y'all like my new glasses. Frank of the Howard family. If you're in the chat, the show's on. Yeah, these are my new glasses. I hope I look distinguished. But we'll see. So today I've got a little deal for y'all. We're going to go through another law deal, but I want to show you how this stuff works because that's awesome, bro. Congratulations, Justin. I want to continue to show people how this actually works. Hey, Ange, how you doing? Kathy Title, Ryan Popejoy. I see all you guys. So what I have today is a confrontation that started over the Denham Springs Library here with the attorney, Christopher Moody, right? So what I'm going to show y'all today is why it is so hard and why you cannot just leave the battlefield and assume that the people that you're up against actually know what's going on, because they do not. Okay, so let's do this. All right, let's start. Let's get the good word in first. Okay, let's get the good word in first. Let's do that, and then we'll start. All right, so listen, let's do this. So the first thing everybody has to come to is an understanding. Okay, revealing His Son in me. Galatians 1:15, but when it pleased God who separated me from my mother's womb. All right, this is the separation from the birth of womb man, and call me by His grace. All right, the gift of God is the grace of God. That is the gift of life. It's the gift of consciousness and awareness. It is the spirit, because God is a spirit, and you can only worship Him in spirit and in truth. The truth just is. The eternal is not the flesh. The eternal is the spirit. So once you understand that He reveals His grace in you, okay, He reveals His Son in me, that I might preach Him among the heathen. Immediately I conferred not with flesh and blood. We're going to see the opposite of this in Matthew 16:15. He saith unto them, but whom say ye that I am? And Simon Peter answered and said, Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Yahushua, Jesus, answered and said unto him, Blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood hath not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. So we've seen Simon Bar-Jonah. Simon Bar-Jonah is the flesh and blood man, okay? right? And then he says, but my Father which is heaven. Now understand, he's going to call him by his God-given name. And I also say unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church. It's not that Peter's the rock. It's the Father in heaven is the rock. It's the foundation stone. It's the true living stone. It is the light that lights the life of men. And the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Now here comes that identical harvest deal that we keep talking about, right? So what's bound in earth shall be bound in heaven. What's loosed in earth within shall be loosed in heaven above. Okay, this is the kind after kind, identical harvest. And whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. So let's go into prayer, folks. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that you anoint this messenger today, and I ask that you give me the gift of teaching, that I may be able to come across succinctly and everybody understand me completely. And let your word not return unto thee void, but let it accomplish that which you please and prosper in everything and everywhere that you send it. In precious Son's name we pray all these things, and so it is. And let me go ahead and do this so y'all can see. You always got to say something, guys. You got to say, goofball, you're not sharing. There we go. All right. So this is just going to be a few slides. Not much. I've got a real good study coming up, by the way, guys. The truth is that I'm going back to the camp this weekend. So we're not going to have study again. And then we've had the weekend from winter frozen land. You know, it is what it is, guys. But I did want to spend a little time with y'all this week. I've been very busy. Battling my own battles. But let's do this. Just a little inspiration before the law. 1 Corinthians 2:6, howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, because yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the prince of this world that come to naught. But we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which God ordained before the world unto our glory. So hold on, let's talk about this hidden wisdom, right? Because this hidden wisdom was ordained before the world unto our glory. That means it's been there since before time, which none of the princes of this world knew, for had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord glory. But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for him that love him. Because the frequency of love will beat the frequency of fear and hatred. So I've had my own battles this week, guys. I had a very trying week, overcoming different emotions. For some reason, I was drawing anger to me. I don't know how or what I was doing. The last 36 hours I've spent going within. And what I mean by that is I've been going into my mind and trying to rectify the things that I was wrong with me. And let me tell you something. I've reacted wrongly like 4 times within the last week, dude. It just disgusts me that it happened. But all things are to learn off of. And I see that within me. I see my reactionary. Remember I told y'all a few weeks ago that my number one problem is reacting off raw emotion, because I am an empathic type of guy. I have a lot of emotions about a thing. I don't show it in tears and stuff, but I have a lot of emotions. And I've reacted off those raw emotions without being in my higher mind a few times. But God revealed that to me by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things. Okay? Yea, the deep things, the wisdom of God. From what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him, right? So even so, the things of God knoweth no man but the Spirit of God. Now we have received not the spirit of that world, but the Spirit which is of God, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of God. So first off, while we're here, anybody that's new to this channel or may become triggered by the word or mention of God, understand that we're going to talk about the law here in just a minute, but you cannot separate your enslavement from God and who God is and where that power and authority came from. And you're not going to separate your reality from the fact that your kingdom, your Bible, is already your written trust agreement giving you dominion on this earth, and that everything in this reality is countered off of that upside down of that book. Hey, listen, I don't. That's for other people to have to learn to deal with. It's not for me. I cannot make you see that reality. You got to quit being offended by everybody's religion around them and understand that the Bible is a very, very spiritual book, and most people can't see it that way. And they will misapply the knowledge within it because that's just what people do. That's why the Messiah says, "Give not that which is holy to the dogs, and cast not your pearls before swine," because they will turn around and rend you. And that's why he tells you when you go into that city, and you're rejected, right? The city is not going into a physical city. It's going when you go to that man or woman and they reject you, let your peace come back unto you and go to the next one. Okay? Folks, you can't just beat this stuff into people. They have to be willing to accept it. Which things also we speak, not the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. All right, so if you're still under the impression that you're going to take the literature, the literal meaning of these words, and go, okay, I'm applying my literal feelings with this, and this is what I think, and everything else, you're missing the whole point of the scriptures. You must worship him in spirit and in truth, because the natural man, Esau, Edom, Caesar, the hairy man, the man with the former conversation, receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. And we're going to talk about this power tonight. For who hath known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. Faith is an inner knowing. Proverbs 15:22. Without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors they are established. A man hath joy by the answer of his mouth, and a word spoken in due season. How good is it? The way of life is above to the wise, that he may depart from hell beneath. Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety. And he that is surety for a stranger shall smart for it. The word smart means a sharp pain in the head, folks. Doesn't mean you're a smart guy. It's a sharp pain in the head. And he that hateth suretyship is sure. It cannot be taken unless freely given. This whole reality works off you by signature, giving away your rights. He who doesn't assert his rights has none. He who creates controls. Okay, and we're going to see this again today. He who will lay down his life shall find it. Okay, and it has to be laid down willingly. It can't be forced. You have to be willing to give this up. We cannot rise above if we continue our former conversations. Put off the old man and put on the new creature. I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for it seems so good in thy sight. All things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth the Son but the Father. Neither knoweth any man the Father save the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son will reveal him. Hey, folks, I hate to tell you this. For those of you out there still looking for an external Savior, for an external God, you're missing out on it. It will be revealed in you. Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. To be yoked is the two into one. Okay, that's the visual yoke. All right, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Of course it's light. His burden is a light that lights the life of men. All right, it has no physical reality, but it's all the substance. It's the cause, not the effect. And in this, folks, as we move forward, I'm going to show you how this works, this inner knowing. So nobody can bring you into this reality and show you these things. It comes. I promise you that your power will come, folks. Your power will come. All right, so let's start off. Let's start with this one. Let me share this. Do something with your voice, bro. What's wrong with my voice? Oh, that's somebody's name. Never mind. Never mind, guys. Excuse me. Give me 1 second. Let me find this. This is what I want to do. Can we see this? Everybody see this? Give me a 5 if you can see this, or I need to blow it up. How about that? Is that better? How about that, guys? All right, so guys, we remember this. This is what I got from this is what I got from the attorney, Christopher Moody. We'll see down here. He's proud. He's the attorney for the state of Louisiana. Now, folks, now, folks, I want to pay attention right here. We're going to read right here. Okay. If for any reason you cannot abide by these simple rules, we will have no choice but ask you to leave the premises. If you do not do so immediately, we will alert the appropriate law enforcement authorities and press charges against you for trespassing after being asked to leave the premises. Please call if you have any questions. Okay, let's stop. Stop threatening me. Right? Now remember this. This is the first time I talked to Mr. Christopher Moody. Now he's threatening me. He's taking up a posture of the banty rooster out in the yard. Y'all ever seen how a banty rooster starts cocking? Yeah, he's the banty rooster outside, okay? He's all excited. He's going to show Brandon. Okay? All right, so let me go here. So I sent certified mail to Christopher Moody. Let me blow this up. I sent certified mail to Christopher Moody. This is the tracking information. Okay. It was refused on Friday. It was refused on Saturday. 9:48 in the morning, it was refused. And then on Saturday at 8:46, it was refused. Okay. Hey, guys, I know y'all don't understand this, why we send the mail the way we do. Let me go find it real quick. All right. We're going to go over this here in just a minute. Why I send the mail this way. And right here would be my thumbprint. Right? And over here, we're going to go through all this. We're going to go through all this all tonight on why I do it this way. Matter of fact, I'll show you another one that's going out tomorrow. Okay. All right. So he refused. All right. Let's go start the thread. Can y'all see that? Let's blow it up just a little bit more. And it's not getting any bigger. All right. So let's read this together. All right. I want y'all to know that on here is Chris Moody, the law firm, Giovanni, and then Christy Gaspard at the C. Moody law firm. And let's go do this. Now, this is the Moody law firm out of Hammond, and they represent the entire Livingston. There he is. Y'all see him? He's been practicing law since 1978. You know why he's still practicing, folks? Huh? And he'll be practicing for the rest of his life. He knows absolutely nothing about law. Absolutely nothing. The only thing he knows is procedure, folks, and I'm going to prove that today. Now, it is vitally important that you understand this when you go into this, that you are dealing with people that are used to bullying other people. So this man has spent his entire life as a bar member, a traitor to the de jure government. If there ever was a de jure government. But anyway, he signed a contract. He's working for the Bar Association. All right. So I just wanted people to know a legitimate deal. All right. Chris, I sent a notice to Giovanni and his representation, Christopher Moody, and your office refused the certified mail. That is most unfortunate because the denial of service can be seen as dishonoring a presentment. I included a PDF copy to inform you that this is the first notice sent and the administrative process has begun. All dishonorable acts will continue to be recorded. Records are the vestiges of antiquity and truth. If the certified mail was addressed the wrong way, please inform me now and I will gladly correct it. If you are not the representation of the Livingston Parish Library, I will remove you from the mailing list. Thank you. All rights reserved, Brandon Albert Sibley. This was sent February 13th after the second refusal. All right, here we go. Christopher Moody, it was refused because you did not pay the $7.83 to pay for the certified mail. We will not dishonor any presentment. Okay. All right, so here we go. Everybody stay focused. I want everybody to stay focused here. Okay? Yeah, hey, listen. So all them guys, listen, spiritual literacy, all them guys telling you got to get rid of the surname and all that stuff like that, ain't none of them doing anything. They just talking. Ain't none of them doing nothing. They just talking. You'll notice that I separate my surname. None of them. None of them. So hold on. Let me go pull up a presentment. You see that? Brandon Albert in lowercase letter. I separate. I separated. It's separated. It doesn't matter. If you refuse to be the paper, you can never be the paper. And I'm going to continue to prove that to people. You know, all these gurus out there, which it just amazes me. You've got all these mega gurus everywhere that all have these ideas, but none of them put anything in action, into motion. And if they do, they get beat up by a cop somewhere. It's just crazy. I'm going to show you how simple this is. And at the same time, show you why you don't go beating up a cop with this information. It was refused because you did not pay the $7.83 to pay for certified mail. Let me get right back. Not gonna give y'all my information today. I try not to anyway. Let me do this. Okay, so that's another certified piece of mail. Y'all see my stamp. We're going to go through all this. It's going out today. Okay? All right. All right. There's a reason why it's non-domestic. We're going to get into all this. We're going to start this right now. Y'all ready? Let's start this together. All right. So, folks, Christopher Moody decided he was going to, Christopher Moody took it upon himself to refuse the service because I didn't pay the $7.83 that he thought I owed. Whoa, folks, you telling me that I dropped this paperwork off? It went through the Postmaster General, and the Postmaster General not only tried to deliver it once, but twice because I owed them some money? No, folks. No, folks, he didn't. Listen, Mr. Christopher Moody is on his second strike with me. And I'm going to prove this. Remember this, folks. I'm sending things non-domestic because the term domestic, when applied to a corporation or partnership, means it was created. Hold on. This is Title 26. This is Title 26 to your Internal Revenue Code, folks. The term domestic, when applied to a corporation or partnership, means created or organized in the United States. All right. So what we're gonna identify the United States. The term United States, when used in a geographical sense, includes only the states in the District of Columbia. The term state shall be construed to include the District of Columbia. So the term United States and domestic mean inside the geographical location of the District of Columbia. And it was created and organized by the District of Columbia. Article 1, 14th Amendment statutory creations of the state. Okay, so let's get back over here. Let's go through this. We're going to go through this because the reason why I sent this certified mail the way I do is because it is a record. Okay, it is just like filing it in the clerk of court. It is a record. Okay, so here's my reply to Chris. You'll see 916. I didn't reply while I was at work. I did not reply while I was at work. Chris, I did not know you were acting as Postmaster General. When clearly the labeling of the certified mail is clearly marked with all applicable statutes and public law indicating the sender is non-domestic. The package also indicates that postage is paid UPU RL 114. So let's do this together. We want to go through everything. So folks, what I'm trying to do these days is be a little bit more detail oriented and go through these things slower. If I'm going too fast, please say so. But if you stay with this, you'll know from here on out why we are doing the mail this way. Okay. All right. So let's first pull it up. Okay. You'll see up here it says postage page UPU RL 114 2.2. So let's copy that and go figure out what this is. You'll see here we're on the United States Postal Service, and what we're about to find out here is 742 stamps not affixed. Okay, now what we want to read is right here. Okay, parcels without postage stamps. Some foreign post offices do not put postage stamps on parcels. All such parcels received must be regarded as prepaid. Now, let me tell you something, folks. Let's get something biblical here. Let's get something biblical here. You see that blood on that post? You see the blood on the post? That's right, baby. The blood on the post. I'm the Postmaster General, not anybody else. This is a foreign office, and that's the blood on the post. That's the blood on the post, meaning you are clean. We are getting now we're getting biblical again, right? Hey, folks, make no mistake about this. Make no mistake about this, folks. This is biblical. Okay? I don't care how offended anybody gets about it. I don't care. All right. So let's go back. Now let's go back because we want to go back to the mail, right? The package also indicates that postage is paid. I even gave him the link. And that I, one Brandon Albert Sibley, am the Foreign Office of Origin. Okay? Stop. Hit the brakes. Let's go back over here. Okay? The term foreign, when applied to a corporation or partnership, means a corporation or partnership which is not domestic. I am foreign to this garbage that is in the United States. I'm foreign to it. Okay? And matter of fact, I have an origin that is outside, foreign to these people. I am non-domestic and Foreign Office of Origin. We're going to do that again, right? Foreign Office of Origin, General Post Office, non-domestic. I'm completely foreign to these people. Here, let me put that back up. Right? The term foreign. I'm foreign to these people. The term person is just an individual. It's just a corporation. All right, so let's go back. The entire reason the post office, not postal service, has 1, 2, and 3 cent stamps is to maintain law. And what do I mean by that? Let's go 36 Congress. Let's go to 1863. I want to do the 1863. All right, so what we'll do here is I'll blow this up. Okay. We're going to do section 22, that the rate of postage on all domestic letters transmitted in the United States shall be uniform at 3 cents. Okay. So now remember that it's uniform at 3 cents, and that's for domestic. Okay. Here we go, that the rate posted on all letters not transmitted through the mails of the United States, non-domestic, but delivered through the post office, shall be uniform at 2 cents. Okay. And what you have to do is you'll go through here and you'll figure out what's going on. We're gonna get in title 18. Matter of fact, I probably need to go ahead and no, I've got it in the I've got it in here. So let's go. I'm not here. This is the letter to Chris Moody. I am not here to put on a class or train you in the proper procedures or how mail is to be delivered. But it should be obvious the postmaster had to go through that private letter, stamp it, accept the presentment for value, and then forward it to your address twice to deliver it. Either way, you took it upon yourself to dishonor the presentment. This isn't starting out so well for your and I communication moving forward. And I assure you that my due diligence will be done. There will be no assumptions or presumptions moving forward. Law will be applied, as will acting in honor. This is now costing me time. It will be charged moving forward at a rate of $500 per hour. I will send a fee schedule on the return notice. Ignorance of facts may excuse, but not ignorance of the law. And so I entered this in for him, right? What it costs to send mail. And then I also told him this, folks. Listen, folks. Let me tell you this. This attorney threatened, intimidated, blackmailed, and now refused service. Okay? He refused service. That's a fact. And he's on the record. He's registered. His place of business, his organization, and everything he does is domiciled out of the United States District of Columbia. All right? And here it is, obstruction of correspondence. Whoever takes any letter, postcard, package out of it, and it just goes on and on and on. Postage collected unlawfully. Whoever being a postmaster or other person authorized to receive the postage of mail matter fraudulently demands or receives any rate of postage or gratuity or reward other than that is provided by law for the postage of such mail matter shall be fined under this title and imprisoned not more than 6 months or both. He actually committed a fraud by telling me I owe $783. And of course, he don't know that. And this is the foreign mail. As United States mail. Every foreign mail, while being transported across the territory of the United States under authority of law, is mail of the United States. And any depredation of thereon or offense in respect thereto shall be punishable as though it were United States mail. Remember, folks, I keep telling you that there is no wrong unless there's a remedy. I keep telling people this, and they just don't understand that listen, folks, your neighbor will commit a crime against you like that. I'm sorry, I can't stop them. I can't stop the people in their idiocy from doing these horrible acts against one another. I can't help the mass Nazis. I can't help the vaccine junkies. I can't do anything about this stuff. But what I can do, as your brother in Christ, is teach you how to protect yourself in the long run. Okay, and teach you how to stand in the truth. That's all I can do. It is unlawful to step in. This is me writing again. It is unlawful to step into the rank of postmaster and not know what you are doing. Please not do this again. Now, listen, folks. This is the Christ within. Okay, folks. It takes a bigger man to rise above this stuff. As I have been forgiven, so are you. Ignorance of the fact may excuse, but not ignorance of law. I'm giving him the second time he's committed dishonor. I'm still going to forgive him again. How many times are you supposed to forgive your brother? 70 times 7. It is never my intention to create controversy or argue, but rather only to clarify any unclear language or identify the true intentions of every party introduced. It is also never to be taken personally or to be construed as an attack of character. but all correspondence will be thorough and all claims shall have the backing of law and never just opinion. All right, so I'm going to stop right here. And I'm going to ask y'all, what do y'all think? What do y'all think is the reply? What do you think? What do y'all think? Yeah, that's right, Aaron. It's all in your bankruptcy too. That's why. Listen, guys. When I put on there the postage is paid already, that's because debts are already paid. Okay. A couple of y'all get it. A couple of y'all get it. All right, y'all ready? Now we got some more excuses. Now Christopher Moody's the hit. Oh yeah, he bowed. He sure did. Oh, Ricardo, you're one of them guys that don't get it too, huh? Yeah, you don't understand yet. You don't get it yet, Ricardo. You know, you'll stay. And I want you to get it. No, not gloating yet. I was very excited today. It's good because watch. I'm going to show you the difference in gloating and accepting. Sorry, my staff did not know what it was. The mailman said if we wanted to accept it, it would cost us $7.83. Well, that's lying again because the mailman don't go around accepting money. Don't know why you need to send anything certified anyway. Listen, guys, this is why you remain in honor. Apology accepted and honor remains. Proof of service and certified mail becomes part of the record. I'm exhausting all administrative remedies first. Have a blessed afternoon. I will resend once the package arrives. Thank you. Yes, there you go, Frank. You got it. You got it. Yeah, you got it. You got it, Frank. Be reasonable. Why do I have to be ugly to this man? Tell me, yes, I'm gloating in the moment, Brother Dave Flowers, that the opportunity presented itself and I could have been very, very nasty and ugly, right? I could have brought out my teeth and went, rah. No. Yes, he does. And he's still lying. You're right, Omnicolor. You caught it. He's still lying. He's still acting in dishonor, but I gave him an answer anyway. He knows that he knows that sending the letter via certified mail is like a record of recording it at the clerk of courts. So let's do this together. Okay, so let's hold on. Let me make sure there's no. Am I missing it? Yeah, I should have seen the letter that I wrote Miss Shelley D. Dick. Very nice letter in the last notice. And I don't share everything that I send, right? Because people think it's all about the sword. But remember, you win more people over with love than you do anything else. This man, and we'll go look at him. Let's go look at him. This man right here believes in the world of Caesar, guys. This senior partner, Christopher Moody, is still practicing law. Right? He's still practicing law. Well, I can imagine they tried to, Mary Smith. I imagine they did try to. All right, let's continue on. I was trying to just read some deals. We got 41 minutes here. I don't want to stay too long. All right. So let's bring this up, right? So the point in this whole deal. What's the point in this, right? The point in this is if you continue to use your due diligence, you will find everything that you need. And everything that you need started with you. And this right here would go whoever goes here. But this over here, okay, all this can be found right here. So when I started sending this mail like this, Brother Gary's the one who showed me this, and that's been a couple years ago. All right. So I had no earthly idea what the point of this was. I had no earthly idea. I promise you guys that nobody sat me down and explained to me what the non-domestic zip exempt without the United States. All right. So without in law language, let's go define that too. And not for according to the language. So they'll be void of. No, wish I had my other stuff up. Let's see what else we got in here. Just want to make. Oh yeah, that's a very good one too. So remember, you need to know this too. So the term taxpayer means any person subject to the internal revenue tax. The only person subject to the internal revenue tax is creations of the state. That's it. That's it. It's all trade or business. It's all about the stock, right? It's all about the shareholders. And it's all just the biggest. So listen, folks, one thing I will tell you is that the system isn't collapsing tomorrow. I see that's the big deal. Yeah, the Great Reset coming, right? Oh man, they've enslaved people for 100 years and they haven't had to take responsibility for it. Why would they reset it? I mean, you're walking around with paper monopoly money and they got all the assets. They're not resetting this. Why would they reset it? It just makes zero sense. Oh, well, the cryptocurrencies. Well, the cryptocurrencies have no value neither. Oh, no, some machine somewhere is working hard. What? A machine working hard? The machine's energy is built off the energy of the world. It's not working hard anywhere. I don't care how many complex mathematical equations it supposedly does. It's not working. It's dead. It's an idol. All right. So, do we have any more questions? Do we have? Let's do that. Let's. What else did I want to do? So let's put this in the chat. Copy. That's Abodia. Yeah, and you know, I don't even worry, Brother John, I don't even worry about those things anymore. You know, I don't worry about that garbage. It's not going anywhere. You're not going to kill Caesar. What's done is done. But what you have to do is come back to a knowing of who you are. And it's just like the simple claim that I made to Shelley D. Dick and Aaron Wilder, right? I stand self-accused as one living, breathing son of the Most High. And as that self-accusation, right? So I hold first claim because I am the substance. I neither was my life or existence brought into being by any piece of paper. So I don't care what piece of paper they got anywhere. That can never be me because I'll never breathe life into it. I will breathe life into what I want to breathe life into, and I'll deny life to whatever I want to deny life to. I am not getting mixed up with all this crap. And down all these other roads where they people claim that this is going to bring you to hell and this is going to bring you to hell and everything else. I'll tell you what'll bring you to hell. What'll bring you to hell is the inability to figure out who you are in this world of Caesar and letting Caesar, the world of Caesar, completely collapse your productivity and your positive attitude towards life. And this is what I see with most people. And I'll tell you this because it had me in this place at a long time. I was mentally stressed. I was psychologically burdened, and I had no peace because I let Caesar and this world completely suck out of me the life energy. And eventually I finally broke the chains of this was I broke it through finally recognizing who I was. And what I was doing was I was giving life to the beast, right? I was giving life to it. I was allowing this thing to completely suck me dry of all life. Hey, Brother Mark. I didn't know you were here. Let's go over there. Let me come over here and see if because it goes better over here. Let's see. Wow, boy. Barbara, no, that's wrong. That's wrong, Barbara. Matter of fact, I send all the mail to the government to what's her name, Shelley D. Dick, without any stamps on it. I sent it just like that, just like I showed you. Postage paid. It works. It works everywhere you send it. Remember, we use their rules against them because Caesar writes so many rules he can't remember. Yeah, so Yellowhammer, right? So that's how I know that the brother was lying because the postmaster knows. That's why if you go to your post office, they got 1 cent, 2 cent, and 3 cent stamps because that's legally how you send stuff through the post office and not the postal service. Remember, all they do is you're gonna Ricardo, you're gonna lose right there because the men in the men in costume have no clue what the law is. So you accept your beat down, and then you go press press counterclaims against the men who stole your right to liberty. That's it. You're not going to win with the dumb. Every now and then I did with the guy out here on the river, but he was a very nice guy. Most of the time, the law officers just don't know anything. What's the local time over here? It is 6:47, brother. Well, yeah, you're his friend, brother. Why wouldn't you be? Man, how many people's in the chat, guys? We don't have anybody in here tonight. They're going to kill this channel. They're not going to kill it by wiping it off, but they're going to kill it by just putting it in the dark. Yeah, I'm Central Standard. Yeah, so we did. We got some snow. And yes, Kevin Thompson. That's a good. So listen, there's a bunch of disinformation out there. I remember the first time that I watched Santos Bonacci or whatever, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, the Vatican owns my soul." Really? Come on, folks. The Vatican can't own your soul unless you give it to them. I remember seeing that and being like, "Oh, now so far away from that disinformation, and it's not. It might be Santos might actually believe that, but the truth is, unless you give your life, you can't. No one else can take it. Nah, don't worry about it. 1,000 years as a day with the Lord, in one day is 1,000 years. That's how I look at it. Yeah, that's the library we're talking about. That's the lawyer who refused the mail. He'll get it now. Oh, hey Christine, how you doing? Hey Justin. All right, guys. Yeah, they don't, Frank. And it's not a complaint. It just is. Oh, really? Lacey, that's a long time. Hey, Humble, how you doing? Well, not necessarily. I haven't had to wear a mask in a long time. I'm doing this well, really, I've never worn a mask. Period. To be honest, never wore one. But I haven't been harassed in a long time, because most of the stores around here just haven't had any issues. This is the Denham Springs Public Library. They've made it their quote unquote policy. But I'm going to beat this too. My kids are going to go to that public library and check out a book. They're going. Yeah, but we're not free. So, and the reason for that is, and so let's talk about that, Brother Mark. Let's go back because I do want a great point, and I'm glad you brought it up. Hey, listen, folks, this is complete dishonor. Okay, I want to go back here. All right. This man started off, let's go here. He started off by threatening me. All right. Threatening false charges, which is a fraudulent misrepresentation, threatening to press charges of trespassing. Okay. The second thing he did was block my mail. Second crime. The third, and it's all right here. It was refused because you did not pay the $783. I've got all the evidence in the world that this guy's not acting in honor. It's all over the place. It's so dishonorable. And listen, guys, I want to make this very clear. This is the representation of the Livingston Parish Public Library system. This is the law firm that represents, and the senior partner for this law firm, Christopher Moody. And this is how they're used. So you degenerate a society so far for so long that you get to this point to where there's very few people who know what rights are, what law is. And now you have the perfect cauldron for chaos, right? And what the people do, then the people are controlled like puppets on a string, and the people commit the crimes, and those at the top are completely void of any judgment because they're not really doing anything. It's a listen. This system is perfectly run. It is perfectly run. Yeah, but you know who that generation is? That's every generation. There's only one generation that ever is. Before Abraham was, I am, Moranatha. Yeah, I believe all that's true. I believe it applies to me. I believe it applies to the next generation. You know, I don't sit and worry about a time afar off or a time in the past. I do the best I can today. I live in the now. Okay, brother. Well, yeah, they do. Well, that's so more than a flame. End times prophecy is big business. Big business. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. If I ever figure out how to do this correctly. Well, that's got too much pertinent information on there. I'll share it again. I'll share it one day. I'll share it again. Okay. Well, let's do this, guys. Let's talk about let's say goodbye. So there's somebody out there. That's Ryan. That's right, Ryan. I never did hear from Rose. It sounds like the potential that maybe a meeting with Crow 777 or something. It may be coming down the pipeline, guys. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when it gets there. I really don't know what I want to do with this this information anymore. I love giving it away freely. I love the Bible studies more than anything else. But the truth is that when you come into this knowing, this real faith, this pearl of great price, well, you'll go sell all that you have. You'll sell end times prophecy. You'll sell the coming mark of the beast, which, by the way, is the mark of Cain, right? Which is the mark of Esau. It's the hairy man. It's the old man. It's all these ideas that you don't understand. It's the sand of. It's built on the sand of the sea instead of the rock, right? It's division. It's two instead of one. And this principles play out over and over in the Bible again, but because people can't read and understand the figurative language used to translate a spiritual idea into written language, they go and apply the literal and the physical and don't understand why they're not growing spiritually. And so that it's very sad to watch because I was part of it. I understand that you've got to go through these growth pains yourself. Nobody can force you through it. But also at the same time, I can't go backwards for anywhere. I've already passed that particular stage, and now that I must move on. So I pray that each and every one of you move on too. And let's see. I know that you know that I know that you know. All right. What do we have here? So Cain and Esau. I think about how slippery that slope is. Not being able to trust any biblical history. Well, here's the problem with it, Badger. So why do you need it to be a secular history when it's salvation history? I mean, secular history, which history is the lie agreed upon, instead of salvation his story, right? I really don't get why people have to have. I mean, there's absolutely nowhere in the world that a literal Jacob put on goat skin and Isaac, who was blind, had to feel for his son, which means the desires of the heart, right? He didn't have the eyes, ears, but he had to feel, perceive it with his heart. I mean, these ideas just are crazy. That people think that people had to go into the land of Canaan and kill people to get milk and honey. Milk and honey's everywhere. Well, where's this milk and honey? That's why Moses died, right? Moses died before he went to the promised land, because he had to die and become Joshua, right? Because Joshua enters the promised land, which is the Father saves. I mean, this stuff is over and over in the book, but what people do is miss out because they've been programmed into this secular history and believe the lie of the people over there in Israel. That's why they built a whole reality around literal interpretation of the scriptures to bamboozle and fool everywhere. That's what they've done. I don't even know if Aleister Crowley's real. Well, you don't know what history is. You know what I mean, brother? I mean, yeah, but you're still looking at the Bible as I conferred not with flesh and blood, who revealed his son in me. Okay, well, the second coming happened to Paul first. I'm just saying, man, the Bible is much more. I give it much more power than anybody looking afar off. He's not a God afar off. He's a God close to you. Oh, and the Giants. That's right. And look, hey, listen, guys, and I don't know. We'll see. I like Rose too. I think Rose is a pure soul. I really do. I watch the Poppycock with her and Baldini. It's one of the few shows that I tune into every now and then. Hey, man, we'll see. Y'all know I don't care anyway. Well, they did, Mark. Well, according to history, right? You had people walking around waiting for the end times in ancient Rome. You know, everybody's always waiting. Well, does it look like I've lost touch? I'm not some people, and I'm not worried about the outside, right? The outside noise doesn't affect me at all. It just doesn't. Nor do I care what the outside views me. Neither. I've gave that all up, and so I have no need to fit within the context of man. It doesn't bother me. Man can go on. Like I said, more than a flame. It could be real. It might not. I don't. I've seen all this stuff from everything that is non-biblical. I just don't worry about it anymore. I stay in my Bible. I find my patterns, and I stay in the law. What do you think I'm doing? But aren't you trying to help who we can on the way? What do you think I'm doing? I'll tell you this much. You cannot give that which is holy to the dogs, and you cannot cast your pearl before swine. You are not going to force feed this information to anybody. You're just not. Listen, you got to come to the realization, and I hate to be this guy that brings the truth. it sucks. I've been heartbroken over people I love, the people closest to me, the people I just wish would wake up to this information. But the truth is, most of society enjoys their slavery. They just do. They enjoy it. Yeah, they will. They'll fight. They'll actually fight you. I saw another good post that I wanted to answer. Hold on. How do they build all those statues? How did they build all those statues and called our presidents? Well, listen, folks. So listen, for those that don't recognize this, it takes exactly 15 years to completely reprogram an entire society. Okay. I've watched it in the listen, let's just go back 15 years in real time today. All right, let's go back to 2005. Could you imagine that you would be living in a world where little 8-year-olds are paraded around on TV as transgender and transphobic? Now you have white guilt and all this other stuff. You got Black Lives Matter, you got Proud Boys, you got QAnon, you got Creepy Joe, you got the orange man Donald Trump. I mean, this reality just continues to degenerate, and you think in 5 years those people whose attention span's about 5 seconds long will know what history was? Heck, we got freaking lawyers that don't even know the law. You know what I mean? It doesn't take long to completely erase the memory of a generation. It really doesn't. They'll listen. In 5 years from now, they'll have in the history books that the worldwide pandemic of COVID-19 killed billions. And you know what? There'll be little kids sitting somewhere scared to death wearing 2 masks, maybe 3 masks, maybe 4 masks that won't live past 8, 9 years old because their parents are killing them because they're scared to death that they'll quit living life. I mean, it really doesn't take long. Oh yeah, hey, good point, Dr. Savage. I'll say this: you want to talk about one of the worst things in the world? People walk around with their phone turned towards them all day. Definitely. Well, it's okay. Listen, well, I don't. Yeah, that's right. Logic. It is sad, but we fight on. We overcome. Matthew, hey, I don't know about good. There's none good but the Father. Dave, I study Latin as I go forward. So I come to the realization that this Cajun, this coon butt, was never going to be able to speak it. So I quit doing the lessons, but I see it everywhere I go. My question is, how will it begin? When are you going to come into the knowing? All right, guys. Hey, Braxis, how you doing, brother? That's the one thing I've never had. Is Facey book, the Book of a Million Faces. Hey, that's right. Hey, Lisa, I do remember seeing you over there on Rose. Christy Riddle. All right. Well, listen, guys, I think we've gone long enough. I don't want to ruin this watching for anybody. I hope everybody learned something today. And if you didn't, I'm trying to do my best to distillate this stuff down. And I don't want to overwhelm people with long deals. And plus, I'm kind of boring anyway. All right. So let's tell everybody bye. Hey, Dia. Hey, Matthew. Trey Shiva. Well, thank you, Trey. I appreciate it. Respect to you too, brother. Peppermint Patty. Artist known as Lisa, Adam Ant, Dave Weber, Carlos Warrior of the Most High, Dr. Savage, Mary Gilstrap, Sarah. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Aaron D. LS for the Blues, Face Sniper, Project Heart, Not a Blind, Asylum, Brett Warren, Christine Adams. Whoa, it just went too fast for me. Walter Thibodeau, Dr. Savage, Moore Wickham, The Badger Report. Hey, brother, have a blessed afternoon. Barbara Looney Tunes, Alexander B. Scarstain, Joey B. Hey, Joey, is that you, brother? Or Joy, right? I find myself, I ramble sometimes, guys. I do. More Than the Flame, love you too. Humble Disciples, Project Heart, Vagabond. Hey, guys, I love y'all so much. Hey, John D, that's a good quote. Good quote. Yes, it is true. And then what'll happen one day, I promise you guys, one day, this information that seems like it's just too much for you to handle will go whoop, and make sense. And then you'll go, the light bulb will come on, and you'll see the Father's kingdom in the inversion, right? Oh yeah, brother. Hey, we can always disagree. We can agree to disagree and still break bread. Well, hey, I hope you come feel better. We love you. Know that you're loved out there. Hey guys, I don't think enough people know that. Matter of fact, let's break this thing down in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we want to ask that those who are brokenhearted, downtrodden, and whose reeds feel like they're about to break, and whose flax is about to go out, Father, come to them and let them know that you broken reed, you will not break, and the smoking flax you will not quench. You are the fire within. You are the fire that lights the life of men, and you are the fire that lights the life of all. You are the Spirit that shall be worshipped in truth, and that your word will not return unto thee void, but it will accomplish everything you please. And Father, give us the ability to transform our mind, not conform it to this world, but transform it to the power. Heck, I forgot the verse. We'll call into you. Oh, Brandon, come on. Oh, man. Well, all right. Let that word not return unto thee void, but let it accomplish that which you please and prosper in everything that you send it. In your precious Son's name we pray all these things, and so it is. And I forgot Romans 12:1 or 11:1. I can't remember. Goodness, it happens, folks. Hey, listen, don't let your heart be broken in this time, folks. You gotta rise above it. You gotta rise above it. You just gotta I get downtrodden too, folks. Just let it go. Don't let this world eat you up. It will. It's okay. It just takes a while to get to this point. I don't expect anybody. You got to go through A and B to get to C. And I promise you guys, the Bible is not secular history. That's the inversion. It's salvation, his story. And his story is written out in the words of God. And the words of God is in the minds of men. It's the Spirit that giveth life. Hey, love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. And if y'all need anything, let me know. Remember, put the thumbprint on the post, guys. Love y'all. How do I exit? Oh. That's it.